This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their store by using my referral link in the description below. So, some nice stuff here. The Restoration of Iganjo is really strong. I've been pretty impressed with how consistently you actually reanimate something with it. Nezumi Prowler and Walking Skyscraper are both quite good too. I think that's pretty much what we're looking at here. These three cards are very first pickable. I think we probably just take the Restoration. It just gives you so much value for the mana, does stuff for you pretty quickly. I like it more than these two cards. Yeah, it's even splashable. Although, searching up a plains isn't as good if you're splashing it, I guess. Alright, so here we've got a choice between Moonsnare Specialist and Goshintai of Ancient Wars. Yeah, I think that's really what we're looking at here. Modern Age is nice too, but I think these two are definitely better. Feels like the Goshintai is a little better to me. As much as I like bounce creatures, I do think, you know, a 3-mana 2/2 first strike is just such a good floor. Ooh, interesting. Too bad we can't have multiples in play at the same time. So here we've got a few good cards. Okiba Reckoner Raid has been a great overperformer. Oni Cult Anvil is pretty sweet if you can get it going. We probably take Twisted Embrace. I think it's just an excellent... It's probably Black's best common, and seeing it here is pretty good. It is frustrating that Black's second or third best common is also in the pack, but yeah, we'll take Twisted Embrace here. Okay, so here's another one of these really good one-drops. This format has a lot of them. Feels very aggressive so far. But there's also Assassin's Ink, which I think is great. And I think I'd rather have it. Especially, you know, going with their Twisted Embrace feels good. I think Assassin's Ink's better than Voltage Surge, too. High-Speed Hoverbike is pretty sweet. There is another Moonsnare Specialist here. I think that's what we're looking at, basically, in this pack. Oh, never mind. There's an Intercessor's Arrest. Just kidding. We take Intercessor's Arrest. We have a lot of good removal early. I like it. Maybe we'll be black-white. We'll see. What I should have done, I should get the Mirror Box and play two Goshintais, you know? Okay, well, I think we take Walking Skyscraper. You know, black-white's not the best at modifying creatures, but it does enough of it that I like Skyscraper. A lot more than everything else in this pack, for sure. You know, there's fine cards in it, like Intervention, Emberkeeper, but I like Skyscraper here. Okay. Befriending the Moss is probably the best card in this pack. I think we probably take it. Right now, we're not doing a great job of, like, having creatures for it, but I'm sure we'll get some. The Infiltrator's good, but I like Befriending the Moss more. You know, these two triggers where you pump your stuff and make it evasive and then get a creature is pretty good. Yeah, I could have taken Kami's Flare there. It is probably better than Befriending the Moths, actually. To be honest, I didn't see it. And I probably would have taken it if I did. We're doing pretty well on removal already at this point, so that's good. I like the Beetle, but not nearly as much as the other things in that pack. I think Kami's Flare, for whatever reason, keeps slipping through when I'm looking at cards, which is not good, because it might be the best common in the set. I think I've overlooked it a couple times somehow. So what we need is creatures. So, not much that's good in this pack. For anyone, really. Reckoner Shakedown's okay, but I think Ancestral Katana is probably going to be a little better for us. It is yet another card that isn't a creature, but the other options in this pack, like the Steelbreaker, is not that good. We probably only play this if we end up with some Samurais and Warriors, but we're like reasonably likely to. And if we do, you know, it is an artifact. We'll take it. It's definitely not exciting, but we'll take it. Okay, so Ironhoof Boar is still being here. I think we probably take it over the fixing. Like, we could easily end up in red again. Who knows? And the Boar is a pretty good card. Very playable because of its flexibility, basically. So we started, I think, with 3 very strong picks, but since then I haven't loved our picks as much. Maybe even 4 strong ones, I guess. No, the Goshintai was in there somewhere. It's a decent pick, but yeah. It's an okay trick. I do think the Modern Age is the best card in this pack. I may just take it. It's not like this trick's incredible or anything. Okay. So, I like all of these options reasonably. This has more artifact synergy. This is like a better 2-drop. We do need creatures. I kind of think the Infiltrator appeals to me more right this second. Yeah. I do think that treasure making card is a pretty cool engine. We'll take a Shadow Walker. I hope I don't play it, but it's not a complete disaster. Yeah, not terrible either. It does seem like black is reasonably open. I mean, we're getting playable black cards pretty late. Yeah, another one. So black seems pretty open. Maybe white isn't as open, but... Okay. So, the Fall of Lord Khanda... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this card. It's good when you have a target and not so good when you don't. You usually have a target, but when you don't, it is brutal. And even when you don't, even when you do have a target, it's not like it feels busted or anything, you know? That said, it's not like this pack's great. Maybe I just take a Ninja's Kunai, honestly. I don't know. We'll take the Fall of Lord Khanda. It's too good. Too much value. It is awkward at times, but I think it's worth it. Ooh. Cloudsteel Kieran's a nice pickup here. I do like Born to Drive and Imperial Recovery Unit a little less, but Cloudsteel Kieran's obviously great. Right now, how many creatures do we have? 5? And some of them aren't very good. So we definitely need to grab ourselves some more creatures. Have I mentioned that? Most of all. You don't like the Kieran. That's weird. It's never a bad card, even if you don't believe in its ability to equip to things. Since it's a 3-mana, 3/2 flyer, I mean, what do you want out of it? It is situational removal, but it has a target often enough that it's good. But you're right. I mean, that's why I discussed it as sort of a complicated card, because when it hits things, it feels great. When it doesn't, it feels really bad. So, do I want another Skyscraper and we just like go for it on modifications the rest of the way? Or do we just take, like, Goshintai of Hidden Cruelty? The problem is Black-White's not incredible at modifying, and our deck currently is not. And playing a second Skyscraper could be pretty awful for our mana. We'll take Go Shintai here. You're very strange to think that the Kirin's not good. At worst, it's a 3-mana 3/2 flyer. So, yeah. It's definitely good, though, and it is a funny combo with Walking Skyscraper, that's for sure. That is for sure. So we do have the red shrine already, and now we have a black shrine. Something to keep in mind. This pack doesn't really have anything good for us, like, at all. I think we may pivot into something else. Like, the Katana's not that good in our deck. These black cards aren't great. It's tempting to take, like, Upriser Renegade or Moon Circuit Hacker. Yeah, it's weird. I think we'll... maybe the Samurai, even. No, I think we'll take the Renegade. We need to see some stuff. Okay, we will take a Sunblade Samurai pretty happily, I think. But I'm still not loving how things are going right now. We need some help. Our curve is awful. For one thing. Okay, so yeah, this is great to get here. It's a great card in general, and it happens to be a 2-drop, so I'm thrilled to get it here. We need it more than we need more things like Befriending the Moths and whatnot. Like, we need creatures. We need boots on the ground early, so... Then there's this pack. Could grab a random vehicle. I mean, it's not terrible. You know, this card's not very good. This isn't very good. I mean, the best card in the pack is probably the Ember Keeper. We have a few red cards, so it could happen. The Steel Breaker's okay, too. Brute Suit is more likely to make it, but we just need creatures so badly. And granted, this may not be one we play, but... yeah, the Rat Ninja is an artifact, too. It's true. It just does a lot. It's a great card. One of Black's best uncommons, for sure. I think I gave it a B in the set review, and I think that's where it should be. Right now, we don't really have that much in the way of payoffs for Enchartifact stuff. I mean, we've got a little, but... okay, so Tamio's Completion's pretty good to still be here. This has been a little better than I expected because there's so many X1s in the format, but we need to take creatures pretty badly. We don't have any vehicles, and this is kind of medium, but at least it's an enchantment. I think I take Golden Tail Disciple. I keep not ending up with vehicles. You know, I could have taken that Brute Suit, for example, but... so neither of these are very good. I think Kaito's Pursuit's probably a little better. We could take a red card. Yeah, Kaito's Pursuit might actually make the cut, so... I guess we'll cut white here just to do it. This draft does not feel like it's going super well. Hello. That makes me feel a little better. I'm going to take this Skyscraper now, and... yeah, we want modifications now pretty badly, so we'll grab this Katana. We have a decent number of them, certainly enough to support the Skyscrapers. What we need is, like, ideally a bunch of cheap 2-drops that come with modifications attached to them, basically. That's what we really want. How many enchantments do we have? 8. That's definitely enough for Skyblessed Samurai. It's probably what we take here. I could really use a 2-drop like the Exemplar. Takuchi Silencer is quite good, too. It is also a 2-drop in a pinch. Is that what we need more in a world where, like, our finishers are the skyscrapers? Maybe we don't need the samurai. Maybe we just take the 2-drop. We just take the 2-drop. Yeah. And I think this one's going to be better for us than the exemplar overall. Yeah. Okay, keep a Reckoner raid is nice here. Yeah, I think it's what we take. We could really use some more low drops. It's an enchantment. It doesn't involve modifications, but I think that's fine. Yeah, Light Paws wouldn't have really worked for us, unfortunately, given what our deck looks like. We do have 2 auras, so Shrine Steward's kind of interesting. How many ninjas and rogues do we have? 4. 4 ninjas, no rogues. This pack doesn't have anything great for us. We already have 1 Go Shintai. Twin Shot Sniper's really good. Maybe we just take Fixing? I don't like the Oath that much. I think I'm just going to take the Fixing here. We could take the red Fixing. Does that allow us to do anything? Not really. I ran out of time there, and I don't even know. Okay, I did get the Fixing. Ooh, okay. Well, Naomi's nice to get here. We have a good mix of enchantments and artifacts, I think. Yeah. 9 enchantments, 6 artifacts. So Naomi looks pretty good. I would love a Sunblade Samurai or a Virus Beetle, but I think we got to take our Signpost here. Okay, so I think we grab Arrow of Enlightenment here. It is a 2-drop, and we like that. Someone's going to get 2 Twin Shot Snipers. They're going to like that. Okay, so Inkrise Infiltrator, never mind. There's a Twisted Embrace. We don't have a ton of creatures. It's getting a little awkward, but I feel like Twisted Embrace is too good to just let go here. With our low creature count, maybe Malfunction makes sense. Undercity Scrounger and Searchlight Companion are both fine. I'm probably taking one of them. They are creatures after all. We're not doing anything very fancy with this. I think we probably want the Scrounger a little more. Yeah, more Modify would definitely be good. Yeah, we pretty desperately need more, actually. We might end up actually playing like the way in this deck, which I don't love doing, but in a world where I have 2 walking skyscrapers and not enough modifications, it might be worth it. Lucky Offering and Clawing Torment are both fine. I think we probably take the enchantment. Not a modification, but it is a 2-drop. I doubt we end up playing that guy, but maybe we do. Alright, I guess we take the Subduer here. We do have Fixing. We could consider, like, Moonsnare Specialist, but probably just grab another Samurai. Yeah, we may end up cutting 1 Skyscraper based on what our deck looks like. It's true. It's true. Auras. Yeah, we do have 4, and some of them are removal. I guess I'll take Shrine Steward. Okay. Gift of Wrath, you know, splash a card that can modify. I don't know. Those are some late synthesizers, huh? Don't feel great about this deck either. Yeah, the Steward probably is worth it in this deck. But yeah, I don't think this really came together the way we wanted it to overall, but yeah, so we'll cut Light the Way and probably 1 Skyscraper. I just don't think we'll have enough modifications. Maybe we do. We have 2... 3, 4, 5. We have 5 modifications, so yeah, we do have a lot of removal, which definitely helps. I do think we cut 1 skyscraper. And we may just cut them both. I don't know. It's worth thinking about. Thank you for the follow, Next Caliber and Driver 2099 and AC Wilcox. So, what's our mix of enchantments and artifacts look like? We care a little bit about it, obviously. It's pretty good, though. So, we probably don't need Golden Tail Disciple. Yeah, we do want this Shrine Steward, though. We can search up Twisted Embraces, Intercessor's Arrest, and even our Shrine, which is pretty sweet. Probably don't need Return to Action in this deck. Do we need Undercity Scrounger? I mean, it does make artifacts and stuff, and we're ramping like a little, I guess, because we have Skyscraper, but probably don't need it. How many Samurais did we end up with? We actually ended up with a decent amount, I think. No, just kidding. We have 4. Do I cut a Katana? Probably. It does cut down 1 more modification, too, and that may just mean we lose the Skyscraper, but I guess the Skyscraper is a pretty legit finisher no matter what. So yeah, I think we go down to 1 Katana and still hold on to a Skyscraper. And oh yeah, good call. I kind of forgot the Pursuit was in there. Yeah, we definitely cut that. The question is whether I want to run the Katana. I don't think so. Yeah, it's an okay 7 drop. It's true. And we have a lot of removal, so getting there is very possible. We have fewer creatures than I would love to have, but I guess we have more than it looks like we do, though, because we have 4 sagas, so. All right. I think running 1 Katana is fine. It's definitely not great, though. Well, yeah, I think we can keep this hand. It would be nice to have double black, but I think the Katana, you know, having 4 or whatever samurai and a bunch of artifact payoffs and modification payoff, I think the Katana ends up being worth it. Okay, so Reckoner Raid. Prowler. Doesn't mean our Assassin's Ink only costs 2, which is cool. We do already have an artifact and an enchantment if our opponent doesn't mess with our board at all, that is. Okay. Yeah, I mean, not a bad use of that. So let's attack here. We are not ninjutsuing. We will just play the silencer, though. Let's hope they don't have... I guess they had, like, to do 2 damage to a non-artifact creature and 1 damage to all other things. If they'd had that, that would have been bad. Alright, so we're definitely naming black with this. How do I feel about offering up a trade here? I don't hate it. Especially because they can just kill my thing. So yeah. This Go Shintai has been better than I expected too, just because X1s are so real in this format. And this is an example of a really good one that's about to be cut down by Go Shintai of Hidden Cruelty. Yeah, they probably have Kami War. Not a bad speculation. Hey, look what we get to do. So yeah, we do play our Go Shintai here, and we'll kill their Disruptor at the end of our turn. Take that. Yeah, I think the mana is actually good enough in this format that Kami War is sort of doable. I mean, you do need to pick up some fixing, but it's there. Like, if you want it, it's there. You probably just have to draft fixing really highly, like if you're in Kaldheim almost, where you're taking, like, dual-colored snowlands over some of the best commons. Like, that's probably what you end up having to do. I probably trade. I mean, it's hard to know because I do really want an artifact and an enchantment on the graveyard. They just named Mongoose. How's that for weird? Is there an actual Mongoose in this format, or are they just messing around? Feels like they're messing around. Okay, interesting. So if I play the Katana here... Suiting up my Go Shintai and then playing Naomi next turn seems pretty good. See if they kill our Go Shintai in response to this. It's not worth attacking because if I can get a Samurai out of playing... And there it goes. This is another way to make Samurai, by the way, when counting our Samurai. They are pretty much out of gas, and we are not. So that part's good. I do wish I could get an enchantment and play, and I can, I guess. You know, next turn I can play Twisted Embrace on this, attack, and get a 2/2, which should feel pretty good. Let's see what they do here. Okay, red Go Shintai. That's not good. So, yeah, I think we'll be killing the Death Toucher. Yeah, we'll kill the Death Toucher here. That's pretty good. Is that just better? Because I get a Plains and put it in my hand, and then I have double black. Still? Yeah. So let's play the Restoration of Iganjo here. Play the Plains. Play Twisted Embrace. Kill the black Go Shintai. Attack. And get a 2/2. Pretty sweet. Next turn we can reanimate Nezumi Prowler. If we discard a card. I guess I'm not going to be doing that, because Assassin's Ink is obviously just way better. Oh, but I could discard my Infiltrator. Yeah, that's probably... Man, maybe the Infiltrator's just better too? I do only have a little bit of black mana, but the Infiltrator is a very real attacker right now. Probably better than the Prowler overall. Yeah. So we can equip this for 1 mana here. So we can actually attack with both creatures. Oh. Actually, I can't because it's not attacking alone. So I should have equipped it in my first main phase. I screwed that up. Big surprise. So, what does our opponent do here? Yeah, I guess just, getting it back untapped was probably just worth it. I mean, tapped, rather. Because then I would have double black mana up right now. And that certainly matters. So I misplayed significantly there, I think. We are going to stick this on the Infiltrator, though. An ender turn. Okay. Yep. You don't really play it for free. It comes back from your graveyard tapped if it's a 2-drop. But it's what I should have done nonetheless. Okay. So kind of think I just equip the katana to one of these. Then we're going to Assassin's Ink the likeness. And swing out, yeah. Well, that was fun. I was a little worried about the deck's creature count and stuff like that, but I do think there's enough removal and silly synergy. Like, if we can get Naomi going like that every game, I think, it's going to be hard for us to lose. All right, nice hand. We have our Naomi again, so. Not sure I'm gonna channel the Sunblade Samurai in this particular game, but we might. Okay. It's a little rough that we don't have anything to put our Embrace on. That's one of the problems with their creature count. Uh-oh. They might just be able to run us over here. Okay, there we go. So play the Kieran. Then we should, if we get something to kill here, we put Twisted Embrace. And then theoretically on the next turn... Okay, well, never mind. Now we just play Sunblade Samurai. Bit surprised it didn't do anything there. So now, if these are both alive on our next turn, we get a token with Naomi, which is pretty sweet. Before she even ever attacks. Oh yeah, they're having problems over there, I would say. I think we're going to be able to run them over before they do anything. Yeah, that is not a whole lot of action. I was a little worried we were going to get run over early there, but then it just all sort of went our way. So far, the enchantment artifact balance has paid off. I mean, we've been a little lucky because we only have one Naomi, but when we've needed the balance, we've had it. This hand's not as bad as it looks, mostly because of both Sunblade Samurai and Restoration of Iganjo. I think we keep it. It is a bit awkward still, even with those things. That helps a lot. Gives us something to do on turn 1. Uh-oh. That card wrecks us. Do I want to play Ancestral Katana here and give them the opportunity to potentially blow it up? I mean, they can already potentially blow this up, so I don't really see... I think holding on to either is fine, so I think I probably just play out the Katana. This is going to be one of the times... Oh, this searches up a Plains, actually. I was thinking it was the other white saga. So we'll play our Katana and end our turn. And now they get to hit us and naturalize something. I hope they naturalize something, because we'd rather hold on to Restoration of Iganjo for sure, so... Nice. Makes sense. They kill the thing that's a creature. It's usually the best idea. So we get to search up a Plains here. We won't be able to reanimate anything. If they'd blown up our Katana, I guess we would have. That would have been sweet. Is it better now to play the Kirin? Because I can actually pressure them with it a little bit? Probably not. I think getting the clock started on our restoration is a good idea. Yeah, if they manage to ninjutsu this back to their hand, we're going to be in some trouble. Oh my god, they're going to. I know it's possible, but there's like... There's not that much in the way of, like, green ninjutsu. Like, that was pretty much the only card where you get to do that. So, I guess I can do the Torment for free here, basically. That's not too bad. It's not great either, but... Especially because holding onto it for the Tech Wrecker is probably better, because blocking it becomes a lot easier. Yeah, we probably want to hold on to this to put it on the 1/3, because if it doesn't have Death Touch, we can block it a lot easier. So, yeah, I think we decline here. And we play Cloudsteel Kirin. Of course, they can put a +1/+1 counter on it if we get hit by this. Well, now they can't, so... Oh, they could ninjutsu, though. God. Do we trade our Kirin here? Kind of feels like we should. Yeah. If they just cast that thing now and we can put our Torment on it, we're going to be feeling pretty good about our lives. Well... Doesn't look like that's their plan. Okay. Yeah, Trick would have been pretty brutal there, huh? So, player Infiltrator. Seriously considering channeling this away at this point, because we could use the mana. And if I hit a 5th land, I can Shrine Steward for another enchantment. So I probably end up doing it. That's annoying, to say the least. Sweet card. They went with the life gain. They must have whiffed, I guess. So, yeah, I think we go ahead and we do this. Okay, Intercessor's Arrest is pretty nice. That said, I can also just suit up my creature and attack with it here, and that's probably just better than the other options. Yeah, and we'll end our turn. If we put Clawing Torment on our own creature, we can lower the cost of our Skyscraper. Holding on to this Torment is interesting. I may eventually just need to use it aggressively. So them attacking here is kind of gross, just because if they have a way, if they have a trick, it's going to be bad for me. But if I take it, it's going to be bad for me because of the Tech Wrecker. So we're in an awkward spot here. So the lack of double black mana here is not good, in case you're wondering. Okay, so we do get to outright kill the visitor now, though, so we probably just do that. Yeah, so we probably play Intercessor's Arrest on the Raiju. Clawing Torment on the Visitor. And attack them again with our Architect. We are running out of things to search up with our Steward. A little bit. You know, this is kind of a sweet card for the deck because it gives you an artifact that gets you an enchantment. Don't think I included that in my archetype guide. Probably should have. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, so getting the Shrine is pretty good here. So player Shrine Steward. I wish I could get a second black mana even more, but yeah, we'll get the Shrine because we can actually cast it and it does a thing. And we'll end our turn. Uh-oh. Hey. Double black mana is nice. I think we're kind of holding on to our Embrace here to kill the Skyscraper once it attacks us. So I'm going to play my Shintai here. Of course, I could also just block it with this. So do I just want to play the Silencer too? It's probably not a bad plan. Although ninjutsuing it in at some point, like, is pretty good. Go to combat. We're not attacking. Do I want to play my Silencer? I think just getting to kill the Ember Keeper here is probably better. Ooh, that's actually going to be really good here. I don't love this card overall, but it's pretty spicy here. So I think we're just taking 10 to the face here. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I'd be down. Yeah, attack with the Bloom Prancer. Do it. Do it. Yeah, so we're taking 10 here. The whole board's going to get +1/+0 next turn, so let's remember that. They do get to kill one of my tokens. Don't know why they wouldn't. We do get to kill their walking skyscraper on our turn, though. Yeah, I'm a little surprised they didn't take the architect, but they wanted to be able to swing with their skyscraper without having to trade, I guess. I could play my own skyscraper, but it's definitely better to just, like, kill the thing. If I make you a 6/6, that's pretty sweet, but I guess making my flyer bigger is actually a little bit better. Especially because I can move the equipment to it. Yeah. And we blow up the skyscraper. Probably just play our silencer. Okay, opponent scoops. You know, I was concerned about this deck, but the pile of removal, as we noted, can be pretty effective. And all the, like, value enchantments we have are pretty sweet. Yeah, removal is good. It is funny, you know, we had a deck go 5-3 today with 1.5 removal spells in it, maybe. That had, like, it was like a pile of synergy and not enough removal. And this deck has some synergy, but not nearly as much as you would, like, ideally think you need in this deck. But yeah. Yeah, removal obviously should be valued. I agree with that sentiment. So, do I get the clock started on Arrow of Enlightenment? I think I do. It's very far from a guarantee that our Exemplar is going to be able to attack effectively next turn anyway. Right. We do take another Samurai pretty happily. Okay, so yeah, gain our life, and then we'll play our Subduer that we drew. We'll take 2. Chain Flail Centipede. Befriending the Moss is pretty spicy here. I think I just go for it. You know, we just keep the Saga train going here. Attack them in the air. Our Hand of Enlightenment's a pretty good blocker against both of these, so... I think I definitely block if Chain Flail Centipede attacks. They could easily have removal here, of course. At some point, you know, giving up a card to remove something could be worth it. That doesn't help a whole lot. They have to have something for that to make sense. Ah. That still doesn't really make sense. They could have killed my creature without... Oh, wow. So we're going to play our Oh, we don't have the mana, though, to really abuse the Goshintai. I think we still play it because they're in a spot where you know, if I have mana next turn, I just get to kill their creature. So, yeah, I think we play Goshintai here. If we had a 5th mana, that would have been sweet. Couldn't they have just killed my creature and attacked with both and done like 6? Pretty sure they could have. That's what I don't get. Maybe they're worried about removal, I guess. We'll take 4, obviously. Get another Saga creature this turn, which will feel pretty good. Okay. That does keep my Goshintai from doing anything, I guess. So let's play our Exemplar. And we'll attack with Imperial Subduer. At some point, discarding Skyscraper for Jikuchi Silencer could be worth it. I kind of think we just play it here. Well, maybe not. We're basically in position to attack with like our evasive creatures anyway, so I kind of think holding on to the Silencer is worth it here. Well, that's annoying. Has reach, too. We'll take 4. Okay, this is a pretty good draw, because we can grab removal. Yeah, I guess this is the best. Twisted Embrace. And then we'll pass our turn. That's pretty gross with experimental synthesizer. They got another one. Pretty crazy. How likely is it that they have a trick here? Seems pretty likely, unfortunately. Still, I think blocking the Chain Flail Centipede. I think we're gonna... you know, I can kill that for free with my Goshintai. So... maybe a block here makes more sense. I mean, if they have a trick, it's not exactly disastrous. I mean, it doesn't look like they do, which I like. So. Twisted Embrace. On my Moth. Although making this a 3/3 is pretty good on this board, actually. Especially once I deal with the 3/1 that's over there and the 2/3. It is more likely they can kill my Goshintai in response. And they know Twisted Embrace is coming, so I think maybe I go the more careful route here. Yeah, so we'll blow up this Sniper. You know, maybe I just attack with my Exemplar here. Yeah. And then we go to the end of the turn. We'll pay 1. Okay, so they're going to edict us here, huh? It does feel like holding on to the Moth makes more sense right now, doesn't it? Of course, they may be doing that because they have an X1 they really want to play, but... So... So, I could ninjutsu here and discard my Infiltrator. I'm also only 1 mana away from Skyscraper. So it almost feels like just playing our 2/2/1s might be better. I mean, our 2 creatures, period. I think we just play them the normal way and end our turn. Land would be pretty good, because walking Skyscraper obviously is massive on a board like this one. Yeah, so... They have 1 artifact they can sack, right? So I have to block this. The question is, how do I want to do it? I mean, I'm definitely blocking that. And then I have to block this. I guess holding on to this as an attacker is a big deal. But this can actually buff itself. Because I can attack with this next turn, and they don't have a good block, as far as we know, ready. So... And it's probably better to hold on to the bigger flyer, though. Okay. I could put this on my own creature. We don't want to do that. We will, however, put it on their Scrapyard Steelbreaker. And in the turn... We're not quite at a place where we can attack still. Bleeding them out a little bit works. So they can just sack it, I guess, but we're kind of okay with that if that's what they do here. Not okay with that, though. That's really bad. Well... So, they have an artifact they can sack. They have double strike on the table, too. It is very hard to figure out what we want to do here. I think chumping is the answer. I don't think that Orzhov Mythic Enchantment is especially good, is my thoughts on it. It's kind of like a build-around B- if you get things going exactly right on it. So if we draw a land here, we may be able to stabilize and not die. Oh, we do. Thank God. Am I bold enough to attack here now? Oh, I don't know. They can sack, go wide. No, yeah, we would die if we attack. Because they could turn the Lizard Blades into a 3-1. Yeah, so no attacks. We are slowly bleeding them out, so that's good. That's not good, though. Now they have a second thing they can sacrifice. That's probably enough juice to take down a skyscraper. Interesting. Why did they decide to go wide there? Oh, that's why. Okay, so we can go to 1 here. And take 4 and go to 1. But then we went on the backswing. Wait a second. They can sack 3 things to this to kill it, but yeah, even if we don't win on the immediate backswing, we still basically win. So is it better to actually... Yeah, it's better to actually block like this. That way they can't kill our skyscraper, and our skyscraper is lethal. Just to be safe here. I think that's the best plan. Okay, we held on to both of them, but... Nice. Okay, I mean, I think this hand is pretty good. Probably lead with Infiltrator. More of these would have been nice. Especially because they're samurais and they like both of our... both enchantments and artifacts. That is. Ooh. I wonder if it's worth just attacking here, ninjutsuing, and discarding, like, the skyscraper to kill Unforgiving One. I mean, Unforgiving One right now isn't exactly doing anything. But it doesn't seem like a bad plan. We're very far from ever casting Walking Skyscraper, so... I think that seems pretty good. It'd be cool if we had a way to reanimate it. There is that black, like, Okiba, whatever, reanimation spell. It would be pretty sweet. So I think I attack here, and if they take it, I honestly might give up our Infiltrator to kill the thing. And if they block it, we're cool with that, too. Yeah, we're cool with that, too. See, I'll play Cloudsteel Kieran here. Yeah, the Aura Kill spell's great. I mean, I gave it a B in my review, and that's definitely where it seems to be. I guess we'll play the Blade Blesser here. Yeah. Opponent. So searching up a 5th land is interesting, mostly because of Naomi. I think we just attack with both here. Trade my 3-drop for your 3-drop. Maybe you're going to use a blink spell or something. Maybe you're just going to take 6. They are just going to take 6. So... they're an infiltrator here. Yeah, one more turn might be worth it, especially because we have Intercessor's Arrest, and we have them under pretty good pressure. But yeah, it's hard to say. Alright, well. Goodbye to our Kieran. I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay. Now that we don't have an artifact, I'm kind of considering... Nah, it's probably not worth it. Ooh. Okay. So this is an artifact. So I think I just attack with both here. And if they block the infiltrator, I'd probably just pump it. And if they just take it all, I'd probably let them do it. Yeah, or if they just trade. If they trade like that, there's not really any reason for us to do anything else here. Pumping is interesting. Do I just want to pump here? Or do I just want to ninjutsu? I don't think we want a ninjutsu. If I had more black mana, maybe. It's gonna be better to just... Yeah, pumping seems fine here. Having to replay the infiltrator is a big deal, so... Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. They're gonna kill our infiltrator here. I don't know, they are attacking us for 1 though. If I don't draw a 5th land here, I think I probably channel our samurai. We do draw our 5th land. Okay. Well, we'll attack for 1 here. I don't think we pump. I think it's just going to be way better to play the samurai. So we have all this removal to back things up here. It's going to be hard for them to win now. Even with the kill spell. That's going to help a little. Maybe. Do they not have anything to get back? They don't. Nice. Glad to hear it. The Hussites... So, history question here. The Hussites and Jan Žižka, were they anti-Semitic? The answer is sort of. I mean, a lot of people were at the time, unfortunately. But I'd say less so than Martin Luther ultimately ended up being. Those are proto-Protestant reformers in Bohemia, if you don't know. Yeah, medieval history. Pretty good hand here. We get to play turn 1 Reckoner Raid. That Kami can be fine if you have the things to get. Like, we've had decks where it was good, but yeah, if you don't have anything to get, obviously it's bad. I mean, there's no, you need to have, like, 7+ ninjas and rogues, or it's not worth it. Okay, so I think we just slap Intercessor's Arrest on that thing. Its ability is just too good. We can't really afford to let it exist, so we're just gonna do that. It lets them, like, draw cards, and it's a big creature, it gives them a treasure, does all sorts of stuff that I don't really feel like dealing with. Okay. Do I just accept the fact I'm gonna be hit by Prosperous Thief here? 5-mana 3/3 is bad, but our deck has a 5-mana 3/2 that searches up a shrine or an aura, and it's plenty good in our deck. So, yes, the stat line's bad, but it's not everything. I kind of have to leave our road captain back here, unfortunately. I think we just play our Kieran and pass. Because we can't really let Prosperous Thief get through. Things will get bad. Kind of hoping we draw a real card here. Ooh, not quite a real card. However, maybe I play Befriending the Moths here and don't even attack, which is horrible value, but it would mean if... Oh, I already have an enchantment and a creature, actually, and an artifact. So maybe playing the Torment here is worth it. The Steelbreaker's obviously going to want to sacrifice the Bank Buster. God, it feels like Torment really isn't worth it here either, so maybe we do just play Befriending the Moths and get the clock started. I can't really race that well, is the problem. But I guess Torment at least punishes them some. Yeah, we'll put the Torment here. Makes its life harder. I don't think we can attack, though, either, so... But I think that's probably better. Walking Skyscraper is pretty bad in our hand right now. Wouldn't mind getting our Ninja again to throw it away. Yeah, so we just take this. It getting through isn't a disaster the way... Like, if Prosperous Thief gets through, who knows what's going to happen. In terms of mana production and stuff, so... I'm sure they sacrifice their Bank Buster here. They don't have much to lose in doing so. Uh-oh. Another land here would be big. We get it. Thank God. That means we get to make a free 2/2. I think we have to end our turn and sort of just get our shields up here. Next turn we can do Befriending the Moths on Naomi and make another 2/2. It's pretty good. Nice. Okay, so that's what we do. We play Befriending the Moths. Give her +1/+1 and flying. Do they kill her in response? Probably. It looks like that's what's going to happen, sadly enough. Okay, they don't actually kill her, but the effect is still similar to such a thing happening. So we just end our turn. It's not good, because they can put the Ogre Head Helm on something here and get a really effective attacker going. We don't have any modifications, so even if we draw land, we can't play our Skyscraper. Oh my. That's not good. Okay, so they bash in for 9. All our creatures are tapped down. I don't think there's anything we can draw that saves us here. That is not going to. Look out. This is the time where getting rid of like the 4 mana thing would have been good because we would have gotten rid of that, but yeah. All right, they got us. We were going to lose at some point. That was spicy. That blue artifact with tap stuff down channel. Very nice card. Well, not very nice. It's a C. But it really works well in like an artifact aggro deck like that one. Oh yeah, equip Kieran. That was definitely a punt. We could have equipped our Kieran there. Definitely what we should have done. We still were in like a world of hurt, and all they ever had to do was find removal, but equipping the Kieran was definitely the right move. Punted. Okay. I'm gonna need a 3rd land at some point, very soon. I think we'll play our flyer. Our Kieran that we should have attacked with in the last game. We need black with that? Yeah, so we've got Twisted Embrace ready to go if we draw a land. But yeah, if we'd equipped the Kieran, obviously they can't win until they draw removal or bounce or something. So yeah, overlooked that. Okay, so I think we attack and play our Blade Blesser. So we've just got 2 artifacts right now. We don't have the enchantment for Naomi. That's pretty spicy. Mana value 4 or greater. Not doing anything right now, but luckily we have other stuff we can do. So, I think we play Twisted Embrace on our Blade Blesser to kill their Golden Tail Disciple, because now we have Menace and Death Touch online with our Blade Blesser, so... And now we can play, like, if we draw a 5th land for Naomi, we can play her and we'll get a token. Decent chance they play something we can hit with the Fall of Lord Khanda as well. Or not. They'll just blow up our board. Sad. It's a sad day. Let's see. Yeah, I guess Prowler Prowler would have been better. You guys are correct. At the beginning of my streams and the end of my streams is when I make the most mistakes. I make a lot anyway, so playing this here is fine. If they have a kill spell for it, it's going to suck, but next turn we can play an aura one way or another, so... But yeah, if I put it on my Prowler, I could have hit them with a 4-2 and still had the Menace Death Toucher, so... Man, they are making boards where it's like, I don't really want to play my cards. Like, there's no reason for me to do it. Ooh, ouch. I guess we discard the Fall of Lord Konda in this case, just because it has fewer targets. Makes sense. So just in case I have another Virus Beetle, I'm going to hold on to that card. We'll attack with Naomi. I mean, we could do Intercessor's Arrest and really just go for the value, but I think that would be a little bit reckless. Because we probably are going to need the removal for something. I guess it almost would have been better to just play the Fall of Lord Konda and attack. That's annoying. Now I really wish I had the Fall of Lord Konda, but... So, unfortunately, it's not an activated ability, so they're going to be able to keep making tokens and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, you know, hindsight's 20/20, but... The Fall of Lord Konda is definitely better against Goshintai of Shared Purpose. That's for sure. The question here is whether it's worth playing Intercessor's Arrest, because I can't turn off this ability anyway, and it's not like they can block Naomi either, so I think I just attack with Naomi again. But yeah, things are getting not so good for us. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the board's too wide now for us to do a good job of using our arrest. So things have not gone our way. So Selfless Samurai is a big problem. It's probably what we need to put this on, because at least we can turn off its indestructible ability. Yeah. They might sack it in response. Does keep me from having an enchantment, but I think that's an okay trade. Yeah. Yeah, alright. So we are definitely in trouble here, though. I feel bad about losing our Fall of Lord Konda at this point, obviously. Oh god, they had another one anyway. This would be a good time for the Moth thing to show up. Just fly over them, make a 2/2. Okay, Assassin's Ink isn't bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Especially because they can make something indestructible if they want to. Stupid Selfless Samurai. Yeah. Swinging with Naomi's not great here. I don't think we do it. The indestructibility is a problem. Yeah, we can wait for the sack, I guess, but... They don't even need to really sacrifice something to blow out Naomi, and if I want to, like, if they block with everything, Naomi's dead no matter what I do. So it doesn't matter. If I wait, I don't get to do anything. So I think we have to pass here. Yeah. We need to draw some gas. Unfortunately for us, this just gives them a token every turn, no matter what, basically, so. Alright, so we're going to take 2. So we probably need to Assassin's Ink the Samurai. I mean, we have more removal waiting in our deck, and we'd like to be able to use it on whatever we want, so we'll Assassin's Ink the Samurai here. This is nice. So we can attack with Naomi now and get a token. The question is whether it's worth it. It probably is. I mean, they have to give up a substantial chunk of their board to kill her. So, and we get a token left behind, so I can live with it. It's not great, mind you, but I can live with it. So, I want to kill the 2 real cards. Although, if they have Graveyard Recursion, it's almost better not to, huh? But we'll kill the real cards. We got to draw really well, and we can. I mean, there's lots of things in our deck that will be massively helpful. Our Moth Saga, especially. Uh-oh. Well, now the Moth Saga is not nearly as useful, but we'll take 2 here. So we'll drop them to 5. That's pretty good, actually, because we go Shrine Steward. Why did you tap my man? Oh, never mind. I only have 3. It's not a big deal. Yeah, we're going to take action. So, our black Goshintai can pick off their tokens, but I'm kind of going to need to kill Cloudsteel Kieran at some point. Problem is, they're probably going to stick it on a creature. Clawing Torment is interesting. I could play it and then just hope I draw removal later, you know, and continue to bleed them out. Put it on one of their creatures. That's pretty good. I do have removal left in my deck, but I guess I don't actually have that much. We've got Dokuchi Silencer. And that's mostly it. And Twisted Embrace, of course. So, yeah. I think we do get Clawing Torment. And stick it on... This will stop attacking us, so that's probably a good call. Although, yeah. You know, if I played this now and attacked with both of these, if I played it on a blocker, it probably would have been better, but... I think we just end our turn here. You know, I could play it on their shrine, but it doesn't really downgrade their shrine enough for me to care. Kill their own creature, okay. I can live with it. Don't know that that's worth it when you have a Cloudsteel Kieran in play, but maybe it is. Okay. I don't like that. I guess our 2/2 Vigilances are worse. Yeah, this is going to get us pretty good here. They got us pretty good with their Invoke spell. Okay, well, there's Twisted Embrace, so we can at least kill the Kieran. Problem is, we don't have good attacks, like, at all. But I guess killing the Kieran's pretty good. Means that if we draw, like, our flying spell, we can actually, like, kill them. Yeah, we'll do it here. And I think we probably end the turn. Obviously, they have to block, but because we can just turn out more tokens, I think it's better for us to wait things out, basically. Maybe. Yeah, Moth Saga would be good. It's kind of what we're counting on here. Gross. Okay. We'll block one of those. Not sure we can. Oh yeah, now they got us. They got us bad there. Yeah. See you later. Probably draw our Moth Saga now. We did. One turn too late. One turn too late. We started 5-0. Now we're 5-2. I have a bunch of 5 and 3s in this format, and maybe we're gonna end up with another one. These are tough games to navigate, man. Tough games. This is a very complex format. You know, people said it about Kaldheim. People said it about Strixhaven. This seems more complex to me. For my brain, it feels more complex. Not a great hand, but I do think we end up having to keep it. I mean, going down to 7 cards is a huge downgrade. That makes it a lot better. Just having a random 3-drop is pretty good. I kind of doubt we need to use our Samurai. Oh, nice. We drew a 2-drop too, which is good. We ended up lucking out here because our opener was not great, but drawing a 2-drop and a 3-drop to play on turn 2 in time for turn 2 and turn 3 is pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty gross. That's going to start doing things in the very near future. Might even let them reanimate a thing here. Well, they don't get to do it. At least there's that. That's a pretty aggressive use of Touch the Spirit Realm. Probably just attack and pump here. Yeah, seems legit. So this is going to turn into a creature. One will ultimately put Intercessor's Arrest on. You think they return it to their hand? No. That would have been wacky. I think maybe I just play the Fall of Lord Konda now. Nah, I think we wait for a turn. We don't really want them to be able to attack and block with that. It just does too many things. We'll take 4 from Geothermal Kami. That's better than letting this attack us and get a token. Uh-oh. That's really bad. So they get their token in the end anyway. Ouch. The ouch is real. Okay, so now we are going to play Fall of Lord Konda. Get rid of Geothermal Kami. We're going to leave this back to block the 1-1, but I think we're in trouble again here. 5-0 to 5-3 is going to hurt, but 5-3, as I always say, is a good record. Fifth land would help a lot. I mean, we're not out of this yet. Okay, well, that's really bad. All right. Great. So take 7. There's our 5th land, but I think it's too late now. I think we're too late. From 5-0 to 5-3. Yeah, they may just be able to outright kill us here. We'll find out. You know, going to 1 here might be better. It's not, though, because they can go so wide. Yeah, so we block. Is it, though? If my 3 creatures survive... I mean, this is a pretty big if. But if they survive, we have a little bit of a chance because we're going to get this 1-3. Yeah, I think this is what we're going to do. Good chance we're dead, but I think there was a good chance we were dead no matter what we did. Any trick kills us no matter how we block. Oh my god. See, I didn't really expect ninjutsu. I should have, but you know, there was no way to stop that from happening. So, I think the block decision we made was good. Man, what is that? Our 5th 5-3, something like that. It's only our 4th, I guess. I'll take it, but it is sad to go from 5-0 to 5-3. It is sad. Deck was good. The pile removal was good. A little more synergy, obviously, would have really made it better. You know, that was what that deck was missing. Our other 5-3 deck was missing removal, and that one was missing a little extra shot of synergy here or there.